lesson, we're going to be finding a percentage of an amount. Now, you are not allowed a calculator for this question. I know that you've already looked at finding some percentages of an amount, such as finding 50% of a number, 25% of a number, whereby you're using the facts where we know that 50% is equal to half. So to find 50% of a number, we half it. So you have got some knowledge of how to find a percentage of an amount when you have some known facts. In this lesson, we're going to be finding, for example, 23% of a number, 77% of a number, or 3% of a number. So these don't have known fractions to help us. But to answer all of these questions, that's all you need to be able to do is to find 10% and 1%, and then we can work with these two to find any percentage of an amount. So let's look at some examples where it will make a bit more sense. So here, in the first example, we've got calculate the value of the following. Question 1, find 10% of 90. Now, 90 is 100%. That is the whole amount. Okay, so we want to find 10% of that. So I always start off by writing down 100% is equal to 90, 10%. How do I get from 100% to 10%? Well, I would divide by 10, because there's 10 lots of 10%, isn't there, in 100? So we divide 90 by 10 to find 10%. So 90 divided by 10 is 9. So 10% of 90 is 9. Okay, let's look at the next one. Finding 1% of 400. Again, remember 100% is 400. To get to 1%, I'll be thinking, well, I know that to find 10%, we divide by 10, which is 40. To find 1%, how do we get from 10% to 1%? Divide by 10 again. So divide 40 by 10, which gives you an answer of 4. So 1% of 400 is 4. Now I know that some of you would see that from this part, you could go straight to 1%. How do you get from 100% to 1%? Well, you divide by 100. Divide this by 100, and that gives an answer of 4. Both methods are absolutely fine. Looking at question 3, to find 20% of 70. So think, we need to use 10% and 1%. Which one of these is going to help us to find 20%? Well, I know that 20% is 2 lots of 10%. So the 10% is going to help me here. So again, always start off by writing down that 100% is 70. I'm going to work out 10% by dividing by 10. So that'll be 7. 10% is 7, so 20%. How do I get from 10% to 20%? I times by 2. Times this by 2, so that will give you 14, so your answer is 14. Okay, looking at 4% of 900, so always start off by writing down that 100% is 900. What would we need here? 10%, 1%, well, I'm definitely going to need that 1% to find 4%, because 4% is 4 lots of 1%. So start off by finding 10% by dividing by 10, which will be 90. Find 1, sorry, my emails are going quite busy here. How do we get from 10% to 1%? Divide by 10 again, which is 9. 4% is 4 lots of 1%, so times by 4, that will give you 9 times 4, which is 36. Okay, so that's your answer for 4% of 900 is 36. Let's let's look at a few more examples. So here we need to find 11% of 800. 100% is 800. What will I need to find 11%? Well, I will actually need 10% and 1%, because to make 11% it's going to be 10 add 1, isn't it? Okay, so this one's a bit more tricky now. So here, how do we get from 100% to 10%? Divide by 10. So divide 800 by 10, which is 80. How do I get to 1%? Divide by 10 again. So 80 divided by 10 is 8. So 10% is 80, 1% is 8, 11% is 10%, add 1%. So that's going to be 80 add 8, which is 88. So 11% of 800 is 88. Okay, so look at the next one, 21% of 1,000. 100% is 1,000. So we always work with 10%, 1%. What would we need? Well, to get this 21%, to get 20%, that's 2 lots of 10%, and we'll also need that 1%. So 10% divided by 10, divided by 10, that's going to be 100. 1% divided by 10, divided by 10, that is 10. What else do I need? So that 1% here I've got, I need 21%, so I'll need 20%, because 21% is 20% plus 1%, isn't it? Okay, so 20%, well, if I know that 10% is 100, 20% is going to be 2 lots of 100, which is 200. So 21% is going to be 200, because that's 20%, add 10, which is the 1%, to give me 210. So your answer here is 210. Okay, let's look at the next one, 14% of 200. So again, 100% is 200. Work with 10%, finding that, and 1%. So divide by 10, divide by 10, that will give you 20. We need that 10% because 14% is going to be 10% add 4%, which is 4 lots of 1%, isn't it? So divide by 10 again to find 1%, which is going to be 2. 4% is 4 lots of 1%, so that's going to be 4 lots of 2, which is 8. So 4% is 8. 14%, how can I do that? That's 10%, add 4%. What was 10%? 20, add 4%, which was 8. So 14% of 200 is 28. So my answer is 28. Okay, looking at 32% of 600. Remember, 100% is 600. 10% is 60 by dividing by 10. 1% divided by 10 again, which is going to be 6. So remember, if we can to find a percentage of an amount, find 10%, 1%, and we can work with it. So we've done that. Let's look. We need to make 32% of 600. So 10% is 60. So I'm going to need 30%, aren't I? So that's going to be 3 lots of 60, which is 180. I need 2%. So 1% is 6. 2% is going to be 2 lots of 6. So 2 lots of 1%, which is 12. So that means that 32% is going to be 180. Add 12, which is 192. So the answer to this question is 192. So hopefully that will make a bit more sense now with how you find a percentage of an amount without a calculator. Please write all notes and all examples in your big books for me, please. Thank you.